Hello, students. My name is Darius Riggins. I represent California State University, Bakersfield. I am up first. Just want to acknowledge all of you and thank you for coming out and joining Group 3. And we are aware that you clicked on and know exactly what universities are represented. So each of us is going to take about 3 or 4 minutes here to give you some information about our institutions, and we want to make sure that we stick to that, so that you can have plenty of time for questions for any one of us in this particular group and for this session. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I think that everyone that's gonna come into the group is probably already here. So let me do a share screen and start my my presentation here for my 3 minutes. One quick second. All right, so Cal State Bakersfield. Let me show you a couple of slides here. So you see there on the screen our popular majors. Nursing has an asterisk by it because that is the only impacted program that we have at the university. And so that means that you have to do additional requirements to get into that particular major. Our motto, runners on the rise. We are Division I athletic program. You see some of our accolades there that we won last year as far as best bang for your buck as far as the university on the West Coast, one of the top public schools from Best Colleges in US Newsweek, very affordable, and our nursing program, number 3 in the state as far as our online program, and our regular program is number 5 in the state of California. So we definitely have some dynamic programs. We are fully accredited as an institution. We also have the coveted ABET accreditation as far as engineering. We have the highest accreditation that a business school can receive anywhere in the country and let alone the world. So we are definitely on the rise as an institution. So you definitely want to consider us. I want to also show you about our admission requirements, because there has been some changes, and if you're in California, you want to make sure you understand this. So here are our admission requirements. You need to graduate from high school. You're going to finish those A through G courses. I know you should be familiar with those already. You have to get a C grade or better, and then all you need is a 2.5 GPA in those A through G courses between your 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year. The California State University system no longer requires that you submit SAT or ACT scores in order to admit you. All right, so here's what it is. Let me say this in simple terms. If you know that you're going to graduate high school, right, no problem. If you know that you're going to finish the A through G courses, no problem. If you know that you're going to have a 2.5 or better in those A through G courses and you apply to Cal State Bakersfield, I guarantee that you will be admitted. All right, it is that simple. And part of the reason why is because CSUB as a Cal State campus is not impacted. So that means minimum requirements will get you admitted to the institution. All right, some of you may be thinking about Cal States that are impacted, in which case there would have to be a higher GPA requirement. But in the case of Cal State Bakersfield, all you have to do is meet minimum requirements. You apply, you are going to get in. Because right now, there is a strategy for you to employ when you want to get admitted to universities. Apply to anyone and apply to all the universities that's here in this group. We would love to get your application. But know that with Cal State Bakersfield, you know that you're going to get admitted. So that is something you can put in your pocket so that you can have options. All right, that is my time. I'm going to do a stop share here and kick it over to my colleague out of Hawaii.
Awesome. Thank you, Darius. Hello, everyone. Give me a moment while I share my screen. Can you see my screen okay? Any thumbs up? Good. Okay, awesome. Thank you. So let me get my clock on the timer here. All right, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Andrew. I am an admissions counselor in the admissions office with Chaminade University. And just at a quick glance, Chaminade is located in the beautiful state of Hawaii. We're located on the island of Oahu in a small neighborhood of Kaimuki. And Kaimuki is a great place for students who love food and who love family and culture. And I often say that students who are looking for a home will find a home both at Chaminade and in Kaimuki, because if you love exploring, then Kaimuki is a great place to be in. We're located just a few minutes away from the famous Waikiki Beach. So students will often come to class in between, or they'll go to the beach in between classes. Sometimes they'll come from the beach to class and vice versa. Chaminade is a very small school. We have over just 1,000 undergraduate students, and that really builds for a personal connection in your education. We have a student to faculty ratio of only 11:1, and our average class size is only 17 students. We are a Catholic institution. Students don't have to be Catholic to attend our institution, nor do they have to participate in any religious events held on campus. Financing is always a big question for students, right? 97% of our students receive some form of financial aid, so that puts your mind at peace there. And on average, we give out roughly $15,000 in scholarships and grants to our students. Our application is fairly straightforward. You can find it on our website. And for attending today's session, I'll provide a registration link. I'll be able to waive your application fee should you decide to apply for Chaminade today. So I'll waive that fee for you for attending this fair tonight. One thing to note is we are a rolling admission university, so you can submit your application at any time for your convenience. You could submit it now, and if you're accepted, you would know very quickly, and you can continue your rest of your high school education knowing that you got accepted into a college or into a university. We're a test optional school, so you don't have to submit your test scores to us. It's not necessarily a part of your application, but it is a welcome addition to your application. If you have any more questions for me, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is on the screen now. I am an alum of Chaminade, so I'd love to talk about my story and my experience here at this university, so I can give you that student perspective as well as a full-time professional perspective. So I'd be happy to share that story with you. Feel free to reach out to me through email or through my phone number on screen as well. That's all for me, and I will kick it off to my colleague over with Missouri.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy to be here. And my name is Jennifer Shaughnessy. I am one of the regional admission counselors with the University of Missouri. And I am going to also share my screen, go through a couple slides while we have a couple quick minutes to go through some information. So first of all, University of Missouri is also known as Mizzou. We are a large public university located in Columbia, Missouri, which is almost exactly in between the cities of St. Louis and Kansas City. We are a campus of about 30,000 students. About 23,000 of those are undergrad students, and then we do have a large graduate, PhD, professional student population on our campus as well. We have students coming to our campus from all 50 states and over 120 countries as well. So we see students coming to us from all over, and we love that. We are known as both what's called a land-grant institution and an AAU institution. Essentially what that means is that land-grant means that our focus is on trying to be as affordable as possible for our students and provide as much financial assistance while also providing top-notch education as well. And AAU is one of those distinctions. You may have heard the term R1 before, which is the same concept with research level 1. We are one of about 63 colleges and universities that have that AAU distinction. So being that top level of research availability, and that is during your undergrad years as well. Things to do, just give you an idea of the surrounding area. As I mentioned, we are in Columbia, also known as Como, Columbia, Missouri for short. So we are fortunate to consistently be known as one of the top communities in the country, and specifically one of the top college towns in the country. So it's very much that college town environment, in our downtown area is right next to our campus. Students participate in over 300 different degree programs with us. Some of our most popular programs would be journalism. We are the original journalism program in the world and traditionally the top ranked program in the world. We have our own NBC studios on campus that students are running in front of the camera and behind the camera. And then in addition to that, definitely nationally recognized and ranked programs in business and engineering, our healthcare facility programs, along with our facilities on campus, as we do have our own hospital system right on campus. And then for professional students, we do have our own law school, med school, and vet school on campus as well. The application process for us, we go live with the application every year, August 1st. We have our own application and we are members of Common Application as well. You can apply with test scores, but we do have that test optional option for our students as well. If you are applying to us test optional, we do need some writing samples to come in lieu of those test scores. And when you apply, you're automatically considered for some scholarships, and then you would have to apply for honors and competitive scholarships. And then the last important piece is definitely our residency program. So for our out-of-state students, this is definitely a big deal, where it means after living in the state of Missouri for 12 months, you can then start paying in-state tuition as an out-of-state student. Any additional questions that you have, I am more than happy to help out. I am based in Atlanta, but my good friend and colleague Tommy is based right in California, and I'll make sure that I drop his information in the chat. Thank you guys so much, and I will hand you over, I believe, next to Ben.
Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you guys here. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and show you a quick video real quick. Gotta share it with sound this time.
Founded in 1939, William Jessup University is the first and only WASC-accredited, private, four-year Christian university to have its main campus located in the greater Sacramento area, just 25 miles northeast of Sacramento. Jessup's Rockland campus features state-of-the-art classrooms, on-campus housing, and award-winning dining services. The university offers degrees in over 60 academic programs for undergraduate, graduate, and certificate studies. Many of Jessup's programs focus on serving adult learners with flexible course offerings in undergraduate and graduate studies at its campuses in Rockland and San Jose. With diverse course offerings covering business, the sciences, theology, the arts, and more, Jessup's programs are designed to see every student equipped and transformed into the leader they are called to be.
So William Jessup University, as you probably heard from that, we are a Christ-centered university. Here's a little overview of our campus. It's a very modern look, I would say. How do I get rid of that? Can't get rid of that bar. Come on. There we go. So let me show you this PowerPoint too. So William Jessup, it's been a crazy couple years and very tiresome as well. And Jessup wants you to unpause your future and consider Jessup as kind of a launch pad into the workforce. So our campus is pretty amazing. So it's very updated and has a modern look to it. This specific view is called The Point. I've graduated from here and I can vouch for this. A lot of students come out here just to kind of look at the sunset, and there's a barbecue pit, fireplace. Sometimes we have events here. So it kind of brings us all together. It's an awesome community-driven point. So our campus is about 1,200 students. So that's pretty small. It's about probably 12 to 20 students in each classroom, and just opens up a lot of doors for you with making that student to teacher connection. And it's just, I think I have pretty much every one of my teacher's numbers in my phone that I can use like that for a reference, which is pretty awesome. And we have 3 different living areas. So we start you, it's kind of a progression system. We start you off in the freshman dorms, then sophomore dorms, and then we move you into apartment life to kind of prepare you for that when you move on into your own. And like the video mentioned, we do have a 4.3 star restaurant, and they mix it up pretty much every day. There's also a static menu as well. So students who live on campus do get 3 meals per day and get to eat there. It's also a good community place. So probably mentioned community a lot. Being a smaller school, you do get a lot of that feel to it, and you pretty much get to know everybody there. And like I said, the student to teacher relationships as well. And we have different events to kind of bring everybody together. Affordability, we're very affordable. We offer 99% of our students receive some sort of financial aid or some sort of institutional aid. Just for going to a partnered church, which we have over 120, you can receive either or up to $13,000 in scholarship money. It ranges from $2,000 to $13,000. There's also athletics that you can join. You talk to the coach, see what they can get you. Plenty of scholarship opportunities. And if you're interested in music or visual arts, just for declaring that as your major, scholarship opportunity. And lastly, opportunity with different classes. Each class incorporates an internship in it. So we're partnered with Intel, Oracle, pretty much every different school around. And who's heard of Star Wars? You know, Lucasfilms, our visual arts and music majors get to go there for their internship. So it's awesome opportunities for you guys. We also have career help. So we help you with practice interviews, resume help, all that sort of stuff. It's an awesome place. But skip through some of these slides. So we have different concerts. You can see some of our sports. We also have some 3D printers now, which is cool. Go ahead and scan this if you want. If you want more information, I'll also link some of my information into the chat for later use. And with that, I will go ahead and stop sharing and let the next person share.
All right, well, hello everyone, good evening. My name is Leslie Scoello, pronouns she, her, hers, and I'm one of the freshman admission counselors here at UC Santa Barbara. I have a lot of things to cover, but before I start, I do want to mention that a little bit about me. Some of my territories include Los Angeles, San Bernardino, and Orange County, as well as various states outside of California. I'm also a first-generation college graduate of the UC system. So not that many years ago, back in 2019, I graduated from the UC campus. So I was in your shoes not that long ago for any of you who are getting ready to apply. So just know that we have tons of resources and support that I'll be mentioning and also be providing to you all at the end. So to begin with, when we're talking about UC Santa Barbara, I know most of you might have various colleges you have in mind applying to, and you might ask yourself, what makes UCSB unique? And there are 3 main points that I want to hit. Our first one is our location. So apart from being located right next to the ocean, we are also the largest 4-year public institution within 60 miles. This means that there aren't many colleges around us. And we're often considered that big fish in a small pond because there's less competition for our students. And because we're so close to our community, they often rely on our students to get involved. So they are choosing our students as their top choices to get involved in the community, whether it's student teaching to get that experience, if you're wanting to become an educator, or perhaps shadowing our doctors through our hospitals nearby. And in addition to that, here at UCSB, even though we are considered a large public university, we actually ranked 5th in California with the US News and World Report. We are also a mid-sized campus in comparison to the UCs. So in total, we have approximately 26,000 students. And out of those 26,000, 23,000 of those are undergraduates, which means that we're emphasizing more on that undergraduate experience. A lot of those opportunities that other universities may reserve for their graduate students, we have available for our undergrads, which includes research, internships, and jobs on campus. So it's also knowing that apart from the many opportunities there are here at UCSB, there's even more outside in the community. And as I mentioned, my slide goes through. Here at UCSB, when you come and attend our campus, you're getting a quality education because most of our professors are nationally recognized some that are even internationally recognized. Many of our professors have won awards, have published research journals, papers, novels, you name it. As a matter of fact, 6 of our current professors here at UCSB have won Nobel Prizes in a variety of different fields. And fun fact, UC Santa Barbara actually ranks #1 in the state of California for a public university as happiest college students. So that is a ranking that we received from the Princeton Review. So not something that I'm making up to impress all of you, but it just goes to show you that apart from being strong academically within all of our majors, students are thriving through their social well-being. They're able to get involved and find that community. We offer tons of student resources. If you're, for example, first generation, you may come from a certain cultural background. If, let's say, you may have a physical learning disability, just know that there are tons of resources on campus because we want to make sure that our students are excelling in the classroom, but outside as well. And with that being said, I do want to start diving into academics. Here at UCSB, we have over 90 different majors. So you do have a lot of options to choose from when it comes time to filling out that UC app. And here at UCSB, we operate using a 3-college system. So first up, we have our College of Letters and Science, which is going to be our largest college here at UCSB, offering 80 different majors. And one thing that I always mention about the College of Letters and Science in specific is that we do not admit by major there. Even if you apply and declare, or if you end up declaring a major within the letters and science, we will not be using that as a factor for admissions. But for the next few colleges, it's going to look a little different. For engineering, interesting enough, our College of Engineering is considered one of the smallest engineering colleges within the UC system. So although we are small, we're pretty mighty. Again, as I mentioned, our departments, faculty, and programs in engineering are highly ranked. And as a matter of fact, because we have that small number of students for each engineering program, you're getting more out of it because you're getting more attention and support from our professors. You're able to thrive even more and gain access to different opportunities. Your programs will focus on that theoretical aspect of whatever you're majoring in, but also allow you to get that hands-on experience in the process. And we also offer something really cool called our 5-year BSMS programs, where students can earn both their bachelor's and master's degrees in just 5 years. Really awesome there. For our College of Creative Studies, this college is referred to as the college designed to create new things. So these programs are more research focused. They are accelerated, and when students get admitted into the College of Creative Studies, they are paired with another professor who serves as a mentor and guides them throughout those 4 years to create something new. Whether it's possibly writing a novel through our writing and literature major, or perhaps going into our biology or computing majors in CCS, just know that you do have those opportunities and early exposure to research. And diving away from academics, here at UCSB, we have such a strong community. It mainly comes down to the fact that we are considered a residential campus. So in a typical non-COVID year, about 80% of our students live on campus or within a mile. So everything is walking distance. As a matter of fact, biking is a huge and popular method of transportation for our students, whether it be attending events or visiting or accessing those student resources on campus, going to Isla Vista and catching the sunset with your friends by the beach, or perhaps going to the downtown Santa Barbara area to get some really awesome food with your families or anyone who's coming to visit you, or perhaps catching a concert at the Santa Barbara Bowl. There's just so much out there for our students to do. And with that being said, there are, again, a lot of ways to get involved. We offer over 600 clubs here at UCSB, each with its own focus, whether it's on academics or professional development, enhancing your leadership skills, or if let's say you have that random quirk, there's probably a club for that. As an example, if I have any Harry Potter fans out here, we actually have an official Quidditch team here at UCSB. If let's say you love hiking and you're an adventure person, we actually have an adventure club where our students go out either, exploring the beaches around the area or perhaps exploring the Santa Ynez Mountains nearby as well. We also offer various tiers of athletics. So we do have 19 Division I NCAA teams. We also have club sports for students that still want to compete and represent UCSB, but it is less intensive in comparison to intercollegiate sports. Intramural is also a great way to get involved if you just want to have that friendly competition and put those things on campus. And through our rec center, we offer various courses such as rock climbing, learning how to dance, how to cook certain cuisines. We also have weight rooms and swimming pools and much more there. And at the end of the day, again, there are a lot of things that make UCSB unique. And in the process, we want you to all be informed of what there is when you're making these big decisions. So I have attached links on here. You can take a screenshot, a picture of their phone. You can find most of these links on our UCSB admissions website or on the General University of California website as well. And to finish up, I do have my email on the screen, so you can always email me if you have additional questions, or if you have, if you want any advice from me, since again, as I mentioned, I did graduate from the UC campus, and I do recommend visiting our admissions website because the rest of the freshman admissions team and I are hosting webinars talking more in depth on the UC application and the personalized questions every week. So you might get a chance to hear from me once again. With that being said, I think I'm the last person to present. So thank you. And I think we'll open up for a Q&A right now.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for attending this group. Your next session starts at 6:40, so that's in 2 minutes. So in those 2 minutes of time, if you have any questions, please go ahead and unmute yourself and ask away.
Hello, I just want to jump in real quick. My name is Amy Kells. I'm from Laguna College Martin Design. So if you were expecting to get some more info about LCAD, I'm going to drop a quick link in the chat where you can connect with me if you want to know more, okay? Thank you.
Oh, we're sorry, Amy, we didn't realize that you had came in. We were waiting for a name to pop up of Amy, and we didn't know what your name was. So we apologize. We weren't trying to dismiss you.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's my bad. I joined a little bit late, but better late than never. So I'm going to drop that link in there. And if you're moving on to the next session, no worries.
All right, other questions or comments from some of the students that are still on the call? Well, I think all of us have dropped in our contact information. So if you do have questions, please reach out to us. All of us, this is friendly competition. All of us, if you were to ask all of us, what is the best university? All of us would say our university, obviously, right? So you want to contact us. You want to make sure you make that connection. All of our campuses have something to value. I always tell students it's all about fit. What makes that university good for you and you only. So that's the university you need to go to. Hopefully you've heard something dynamic from our presenters. It is now 6:40. The next session is going to begin. So if you want to check out some other campuses, please do so at this time. Thank you. All right, so it is now 6:40. We are going to go ahead and start session 2. Welcome students who are who have signed up for group 3. My name is Darius Riggins. I am the director for university outreach at California State University, Bakersfield. I'm gonna go ahead and do a share screen and start my 3-minute presentation with you right now. All right, so what you see there is CSUB at a glance. You see that 90% of our students are on some form of financial aid. You see our popular majors there. The asterisk is by nursing because nursing is the only impacted program that we have. And so that means any other major that you put down on your application, that's the major you're going to be. We have over 30 baccalaureate degree programs, 16 master's degree programs, 5 credential programs, and we even offer a doctorate in education. We are a Division I athletic program, so we play all the big schools. We are actually in the Big West Conference. We've had a lot of success. I think a couple of years ago, our men's basketball team was invited to the NIT tournament, in which case we made it to the Final Four and played in Madison Square Garden. There's nothing like going to our Icardo basketball arena with 4,000 of your other students cheering on the team. It is a great time. So we encourage that if you come to CSUB, that you come to our sporting events, and all of the home sporting events is absolutely free for students. All you need is your ID, and many times they're giving out t-shirts and food and all that kind of stuff. Our motto is Runners on the Rise. We're blue and gold. Our mascot is Rowdy the Road Runner. And so we have dynamic programs. Our nursing program is number 5 in the state of California. And our online nursing program is actually number 3 in the state of California. So if you're interested in being a nurse, Cal State Bakersfield is where you want to come. I'm going to take you to one other slide here in my remaining time, just to focus on our admission requirements, because it is important for you to understand. So here are our admission requirements. You got to graduate high school, of course, complete those A through G courses. In those A through Gs, you need to get a C or better. And then all you need is a 2.5 GPA in those A through G courses between 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. If you can do that and you apply to Cal State Bakersfield, you will be admitted. You will get an offer of admission, guaranteed. Note that there is no longer a requirement for you to submit SAT or ACT scores in order for us to admit you. All right. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't take it. All right. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that for the California State University system, like a campus like CSUB, we are no longer using the SAT or the ACT in order to admit you. And I believe that is also the case with the University of California system. My colleague Leslie Escobedo will be talking about Santa Barbara soon. I believe that is the case with them as well. So my message, and the reason why I'm pointing this out in my last comment, is that one of the strategies for being admitted into universities today is don't only apply to schools that you want to go to or that you hope you'll get into. You want to apply to schools that you know you're going to get into. And if you're looking at these requirements and you know you're going to complete the A through G's, and you know that you are going to graduate high school, and you know your GPA is above a 2.5 already, you apply to CSUB, you are in. Thank you very much. That's my time. I'm going to stop share at this time and hand it over to my colleague from Hawaii.
So thank you, Darius. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Andrew. I'm an admissions counselor with Chaminade University of Honolulu, and I will be sharing with you quickly that Chaminade University is a great place to be. It's a great home. If you're looking for a home away from home, Chaminade is definitely that place for you. We're located in the beautiful state of Hawaii on the island of Oahu. That's where the state capital, Honolulu, is located. We're located in a small neighborhood called Kaimuki, and Kaimuki is a great place to be if you're interested in culture and food and meeting different types of people. I always say that our students will find a home both in Chaminade and in the neighborhood of Kaimuki. We're also located just a few minutes away from the famous beach Waikiki, so a lot of students will go to the beach in between classes. Sometimes you'll find students coming from the beach to class and vice versa, so that's always fun to see as well. Chaminade is a very small school. We have roughly 1,000 undergraduate students enrolled currently, and that builds for a very personal connection during your educational experience. We have a student to faculty ratio of just 11:1, and our average class size is only 17 students. So if you're looking for that very small personal experience in your higher education journey, then Chaminade University is definitely the place for you. And it's definitely a home for you and for many students. Our undergraduate programs are listed here. Some of our most popular majors are nursing, forensic sciences, psychology, criminal justice and criminology, as well as business administration. We're the only school in the state of Hawaii to offer forensic sciences, data science, as well as environmental interior design. So we have a broad variety of majors that you can study during your time here at Chaminade. Financing your education, 97% of our students receive some form of financial aid and roughly $15,000 on average in scholarships and grants. Our application is fairly straightforward. You can find it on our website and through Common App as well. The application is, our application is test optional, so you don't have to submit your test scores through us. Obviously, you can submit your test scores if you choose to. If you have any further questions, feel free to email me or reach out to my office number. For those of you who attended this evening, I'll be able to waive your application fee for being in attendance to this college fair. So I'll include the registration link for this fair in the chat as well. And now I will be throwing the baton over to my colleague over in Missouri.
Thank you so much. And again, welcome everyone, and we appreciate you joining us. I am going to go ahead and share my screen as well and run through a couple quick points. Again, my name is Jennifer Shaughnessy. I am a regional admissions counselor for the University of Missouri, otherwise known as Mizzou. We are a large public university located in Columbia, Missouri. So for those of you not familiar with Columbia specific location, we are almost exactly in between the cities of St. Louis and Kansas City. We are a campus of about 30,000 students. So we have about 23,000 undergrad students and then about 7,000 graduate professional students on our campus as well. We see students coming to us from every state and also over 120 countries around the world as well. And we are also known as a combination of a land grant institution and an AAU institution. So the quick definition of that means that we try to focus on top level education and research, while at the same time also trying to focus on affordability for our students as well. Columbia, as I mentioned, as far as location, but the nice advantage for our students is that we are consistently known as one of the top college towns in the country, nicest communities. We have a campus that is a registered botanical garden, downtown area that is right next to our campus. So students have a lot to do and they love taking advantage of all of those options as well. As far as academics, we offer over 300 different degree programs. Some of our most popular programs would be journalism. We are the original College of Journalism in the world and traditionally top ranked program as well. And we do have our own NBC affiliate studios right on our campus. Over 600 student organizations on campus. And certainly as far as journalism, a lot of involvement there with the NBC studios and other organizations too. Other popular majors are going to be nationally recognized and ranked programs in business, engineering, our healthcare profession fields. And then we also do have our own law school, med school, and vet school on campus as well. And as we move on, there we go. Thanks. And so we have, as far as the application process, we go live with our application every year, August 1st. We have our own application and we are members of the Common Application as well. Students can choose to apply with those test scores, but we also do offer test optional for students. So if students are applying test optional, we do ask for some writing samples in lieu of those, and you have prompts along the way to help you with that as well. When students apply to Missouri, you are automatically considered for some scholarships. And then we do have additional competitive scholarships and also the very first honors college in the world as well. And so a very strong tradition with the honors program and additional opportunities for scholarships and research and study abroad opportunities too. And then to finish up with the idea of financing and things that make us unique, we do have our own residency program that allows students who are out of state but coming to Missouri. Once you live in the state of Missouri for 12 months, you can then lock in at in-state tuition the rest of your time at Mizzou. So we love that as an option for our students too. I will drop my information, but also for my friend and colleague, Tommy, who is our California-based regional, in the chat. Thank you guys so much. And I will pass it on to Ben.
Welcome, everybody. Awesome seeing everybody here today. I'm going to go ahead and share a quick video quick about our school.
Founded in 1939, William Jessup University is the first and only WASC-accredited, private, four-year Christian university to have its main campus located in the greater Sacramento area, just 25 miles northeast of Sacramento. Jessup's Rockland campus features state-of-the-art classrooms, on-campus housing, and award-winning dining services. The university offers degrees in over 60 academic programs for undergraduate, graduate, and certificate studies. Many of Jessup's programs focus on serving adult learners with flexible course offerings in undergraduate and graduate studies at its campuses in Rockland and San Jose. With diverse course offerings covering business, the sciences, theology, the arts, and more, Jessup's programs are designed to see every student equipped and transformed into the leader they are called to be.
So that's a short little video about William Jessup. So here's a little overview of the campus. So it's a very modern, updated look. It was a warehouse at one point, not a warehouse anymore, obviously, but all right, let me share my PowerPoint with you guys. So it has been a crazy and exhausting year these last couple of years, actually. And Jessup wants to help you unpause your future by considering Jessup as a launch pad into the workforce. First of all, our campus is amazing. It's very modern, updated, like I mentioned before. This specific view is called The Point. This is where a lot of students will come to kind of hang out in late afternoon and watch the sunset and just kind of hang out. There's also a barbecue pit and a fire pit where sometimes we'll have different events to kind of bring the community together. We have about 1,200 students, so it's a smaller community. It's about 12 to 20 students in each class, and you kind of get to make that student-to-teacher relationship with it, which is awesome. We also have 3 different living areas for students on campus. We have 2 dorms, one for freshman, sophomore, and then you move on to into apartment life. So we kind of prepare you in that way. It's a progression system. We also have an awesome restaurant. They have a fresh menu. They always keep it updated, or there's a static one if that's what you're interested in. We also, so Jessup is very unique. It's a very unique experience. We're very community-based, like I've been saying. It's a small community, so you make those student-to-student connections. We have different events to bring you together. We're also very affordable. We have 99% of our students receive financial aid and some institutional aid. Just for going to church, you can get from $2,000 to about $13,000, depending on what kind of partnership we have with them. Plenty of other opportunities like visual arts and music. You just get a scholarship for declaring that as your major. There's so much opportunity here with career help. 95% of our students that graduate receive a full-time job within their field of study. We have so many different intern opportunities with Intel, Oracle. We even go to Skywalker Ranch or like Lucasfilm. So it's awesome opportunities for you guys. We also have athletics. So we are a NAIA Division I, baseball, basketball, golf. Can't really find it on this PowerPoint, but great, very competitive, and also another scholarship opportunity. Go ahead and scan that if you're interested. I will also be linking my information into the chat, but with that, I will be passing it off to the next presenter, which is Leslie.
All right, well, hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Leslie Escobedo, pronouns she, her, hers, and I'm one of the freshman admission counselors here at UCSB. And I'm super excited to talk to you all about UCSB today, whether it be on our academics, locations. So I'm going to give you all a sneak peek on everything like that. I do also want to mention that I'm a first generation college graduate of the UC system. So I graduated not that many years ago. So since most of you are getting ready to apply, just know that I will be providing my email at the end of the presentation so you can reach out for additional questions, or if you just want any advice. With that being said, I'm going to be mainly talking about 3 points that define UCSB. One of them is location. So we are located right next to the ocean. And in addition to that, we are also the largest four-year public institution within 60 miles. And this means that there aren't many colleges or universities around us, which translates to less competition for our students. We're often considered a big fish in a small pond because there are ample opportunities for our students to get involved and to get that experience that's going to help them once they graduate, whether it's, for example, student teaching through our local schools or possibly shadowing our doctors throughout our hospitals in the area. And in addition to that, since UC Santa Barbara is one of the many UC campuses that exist in our system, we are considered a mid-sized campus. In total, we have about 26,000 students, and out of those 26,000, 23,000 are considered undergraduates. So here at UCSB, we're focusing more on the undergraduate experience. We're making sure that our students are getting these opportunities and getting involved, such as research, internships, and jobs on campus. So just know that there is an abundance of different ways to get that experience here. And in addition to that, we are also ranked number 5 according to US News World Report as public university, which is pretty cool. So we did go up in some spots. We are also considered number 1 for happiest college students at a public school in the state of California by the Princeton Review. And that just goes to show you that our students are finding that really awesome balance between academics and social life. They're able to thrive in the classroom, but outside as well. And when you attend UC Santa Barbara, you're getting a quality education. Most of our professors are nationally recognized. Some are even internationally recognized. They've won awards, they've published novels, they've been included in research journals and much more. As a matter of fact, 6 of our current professors have won Nobel Prizes, and we're also home to 10 national institutes and research centers. And for our undergraduate students, research is in abundance. If let's say you want to be a part of discovering something new in the world, you're able to do that very easily. And when we're talking about academics here at UCSB, We offer over 90 different majors. So you do have a lot of options in terms of what you might potentially be majoring in, what you might get your degree from. We do offer 3 different colleges, and each college is going to look very different from one another. For example, our College of Letters and Science is the largest college here at UCSB with 80 majors, and within the College of Letters and Science, we do not admit by major there. So your major choice will not play a role when it comes to the admissions process. For the College of Engineering, it's actually considered one of the smallest engineering colleges within the UC system, but there are a lot of perks to being an engineering student, especially because our student to faculty ratio is 10 to 1, meaning that your classes are very tiny. You're getting more attention and support from your professors and getting more opportunities to network with them and the individuals that they know in really big corporations nearby, such as Raytheon and much more. Our College of Creative Studies is defined by research. So these programs in the College of Creative Studies aren't necessarily for those interested in the visual performing arts, but interested in creating something new. So when students are admitted into the College of Creative Studies, they are paired 1-to-1 with another professor who serves as our mentor. And alongside with that professor, our students are creating something new, whether it's publishing a novel or perhaps conducting experiments in a STEM field. Just know that you do have those opportunities. And when it comes to our community here at UCSB, most of our students are able to find that niche and be able to call UCSB their home away from home, mainly due to the fact that we are considered a residential campus. So in a typical non-COVID year, about 80% of our students live on campus or within a mile. Everything is walking distance. As a matter of fact, we are a huge biking school. We have over 7 miles of bike lanes, so that is a huge and popular mass transportation, whether it's going to Isla Vista to watch the sunset with your friends, or going to the downtown Santa Barbara area to get really awesome food with your family, or perhaps catching a concert at Santa Barbara Bowl. Just know that there's so much for you to do. And a lot of that also goes for what's on our campus. There are a lot of ways for our students to get involved, whether it's participating in any one of our 600 plus campus clubs. Each club has some focus, whether you are interested in growing professionally, or perhaps you have a specific career in mind that you want to, surround yourself with individuals with that interest. If let's say you have a cultural identity and you want to find an organization related to that, or if let's say you have a random quirk or hobby you picked up and you want to continue it, just know that there are so many options for you in terms of clubs. We also have various levels of athletics. We have 19 Division I NCAA schools, as well as club sports where students are still able to compete and represent UCSB. But it is less intensive than it were in comparison to the intercollegiate teams. Intramural sports is a great way to also get involved, even if you don't have any experience for that sport, and much more. And tying everything together, these are the main points that make UCSB unique, but there's a lot more out there. And I do recommend utilizing these links to our resources, learning more about financial aid, if you want to access the UC application if you're applying this upcoming fall. And I do want to leave you all with my email. So it's up on the screen. You can take a picture, screenshot it, but I will be passing it on to Amy.
All right, hello, my name is Amy Kells. I'm an admissions counselor from Laguna College of Art and Design. I'm going to put some info in the chat for you and screen share a little presentation real quick. All right, so I am both an artist and LCAD alumni, as well as an admissions counselor. So at LCAD, my job is essentially to help you get in and help you get the most scholarship possible. I like to think LCAD pays me to work for you. You can sign up for more information and we'll actually send you one of our awesome view books with lots of art in it. So I highly recommend doing that. And a little bit of info about LCAD. I'll turn this volume down a little bit. We are a private, nonprofit, fully accredited visual art college, and we offer Bachelor of Fine Art degrees in a variety of visual art subjects, everything from animation, experimental animation, game art, graphic design and digital media, entertainment design, illustration, and drawing and painting. We even have some emphasis programs within these departments so you can get a more specialized experience. So you can do graphic design, digital media with action sports emphasis and work with companies like Vans, Hurley, Nike, Stance Socks. Or we also have a graphic design with illustration emphasis. So if you're a creative individual who wants to have a creative career, whether it's in fine art or in the commercial arts, LCAD is a good school to take a look at. We're a fully accredited college, and we're also much more affordable than other private art schools, especially here in Southern California. And that is by design. It's why I chose to go to LCAD. because it's a priority for our institution to keep our doors open to students of the highest merit. You really don't know exactly how much it's going to cost you to go to LCAD until after you apply. That's why our application process is completely free. And my job is to make myself available to help coach you through that, including portfolio development. At the virtual table that I linked, you can request more information. And as soon as you open an application or email us, you'll get assigned a counselor. Everybody from your area would be assigned to me. So I'd be able to give you portfolio reviews, whether virtually or in person. And it's a great resource if you're looking into going to art college. And one thing I always like to mention too is that LCAD is a small school, about 700 undergraduates total, and it's located in the city of Laguna Beach, which is an extremely creative area. So you get access to high-end clientele, and you have this creative economy around us here in Southern California. So absolutely free to apply. We work on rolling admissions. 80% of our faculty are currently working in the industry they're teaching. So it gives you a more individualized and more mentorship style approach to your college education. I'm sure you understand what this slide means. These are logos of places that our alumni have gone on to work. So awesome animation studios, design firms, you name it. Our admissions at lcad.edu is also a great email to remember, easy to remember. You can email us to request any information at any time. And this slide here also has another QR code where you can access the virtual table. And on there, you can even schedule an appointment with me if you want to do a Zoom meeting, talk about portfolios, or show me your work. I'd love to see it. All right, I think that's my time. Thank you.
All right, students, thank you all for attending this session. The third session starts in 1 minute at 7:05. So if you want to get a question in, please unmute yourself and ask real fast. All right, well, if there's no questions, thank you all for attending this session. Please go to your next session, session 3, again, which starts right now. All right, so for those of you, welcome to session 3. We're starting right now at 7:05. My name is Darius Riggins. I am the Director of University Outreach at California State University, Bakersfield. Each of us are going to take about 3 minutes or so to present our institution to you. So let me do a share screen and get started with my portion. All right, so here you have CSUB at a glance. You see our popular majors there. Biology, business, criminal justice, nursing, liberal studies. Nursing has the asterisk there because that is the only impacted program that we have. So that means any other major that you put down on the application, that's the major you are going to be. Nursing puts you through a separate process of selection after you are admitted to the university. 90% of our students receive financial aid. I want to encourage all of you to apply for financial aid. You want to make sure you take advantage of as many financial resources as possible to finance your education. You see some of our recent accolades and awards from best colleges and the great value of colleges as far as how much you pay. Our nursing program is number 5 in the state of California. The online program is number 3 in the state of California. Motto, Runners on the Rise, we're Division I athletic program. And that means that we play all the big schools. We have had a lot of success with athletics. Our men's basketball team recently won our conference championship when we were in the WAC conference. Because of our success and our competitiveness, we've moved up to the Big West Conference. So we have a lot of good competitive sports. Our women's volleyball team has also recently won their conference championship. Wanted to take the time to show you exactly about what it takes to get admitted to the university, because there has been some changes with regards to the California State University system. So I want to make sure that you see this specifically. So here are our admission requirements. You need to graduate from high school, of course, complete the A through G courses. I'm sure you're familiar with that. You want to get a C or better in those A through G courses. And all you need is a 2.5 GPA in those A through Gs from 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So if you are looking at these requirements and saying that you can do that, or maybe you are already meeting those requirements and on track to complete those A through Gs. If you apply to California State University, Bakersfield, you will get a letter of admission. One of the things that you want to do right now is have a strategy with regards to the universities that you want to apply to. Apply to every single school that you're interested in, please do. But the one thing you want to also make sure you apply to is apply to schools that you know that you're going to get admitted into. And CSUB represents that type of institution. We have over 30 baccalaureate degree programs, 15 master's degrees, 5 credentials. We even offer a doctorate in education, which speaks to the quality of education that you will receive if you come to California State University, Bakersfield. Right after this presentation, I will drop my contact information for you in the chat. Please email me any questions that you have. Go to our website. I guarantee you will like what you see. We would definitely want you and accept you here at California State University, Bakersfield. So thank you very much. That's my time. I'm going to pass it on to my other colleagues so that we can have enough time to get through everybody and answer your questions. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Darius, for your presentation. My name is Andrew Encheta. I am an admissions counselor with Chaminade University. And today I'll be sharing with you just a quick glance of why Chaminade might be the next home for you. Chaminade University is located in the beautiful state of Hawaii on the island of Oahu. That's where the state capital, Honolulu, is located on the island of Oahu. We're located in the neighborhood of Kaimuki. And Kaimuki is a great place for students to experience different types of food, culture, and people. So I always say for our students, if you're looking for a home, you'll find a home both in Chaminade as well as Kaimuki, especially if you're interested in experiencing different types of culture. We're also located just a few minutes away from the famous Waikiki Beach, so it's not uncommon for our students to be going to the beach between classes. Sometimes you'll find students coming from the beach to class and vice versa. So that's always a fun thing to see on campus. We're a very small private Catholic institution. You don't have to be Catholic to attend our institution, nor do you have to attend any of the Catholic or religious events on campus. We have roughly 1,000 undergraduate students currently enrolled. Our student to faculty ratio is only 11:1, and our average class size is 17 students. So our educational experience is very personal, and you get to build a lot of personal connections with your faculty and your teachers, both inside the classroom and outside the classroom. And something worth noting is none of our courses are taught by student teachers or teachers' aides. They're all taught by full-time faculty members. Here's the list of our majors that we offer. Some of our most popular majors include nursing, criminology and criminal justice, forensics, environmental studies and sciences, as well as business administration. In terms of financing your education with Chaminade, 97% of our students receive some form of financial aid and roughly $15,000 in scholarships and grants. So we do try to make your education as accessible to you as possible. Our application is fairly straightforward, and you can find us through our institutional application on our website or through the Common App as well. For attending today's fair, I'll include a link in the chat, and if you register through that link, I'll be able to waive your application fee should you decide to apply for Chaminade. We're a test optional school, so you don't have to submit your test scores with us if you choose not to. Something worth noting is we are a rolling admission university, so you can choose to apply now or you can choose to apply later. We have no set hard deadlines. You can apply through that rolling admission process. If anyone has any further questions for me, I know this was a really quick presentation, but feel free to reach out to me at my email or through my office number. I graduated from Chaminade University myself, so I'm happy to share my story with you. But for now, I'll pass the baton over to my colleague over in Missouri.
Thank you, Andrew. And hi, everyone. Again, welcome. And thank you so much for joining us. I will go ahead. Sorry, Andrew, are you still sharing your screen? Thanks, friend. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started. Okay, so again, my name is Jennifer, and I am one of the regional representatives for the University of Missouri, also known as Mizzou. Mizzou's campus, we are located in Columbia, Missouri, which is right in between the cities of St. Louis and Kansas City. Our campus environment then is made up of about 30,000 students on campus. So we do fall into that large public university category. About 23,000 of those students are undergrad, and then we do have a wonderful graduate and professional student population on our campus as well. We see students coming to our campus from all states and over 120 different countries. So we love that we have so many different students with different backgrounds on our campus to learn and grow together. We are known as both a land-grant institution and an AAU institution. The short and sweet definition of that means that land grant, the focus is on offering excellent education at as an affordable cost as possible for our students and families. And then that AAU distinction, we are very proud to be known as a top level research institution in the world as well. I already mentioned as far as location, but then specifically with Columbia, just as far as access to things to do off campus too. Downtown area is right next to our campus. We are fortunate to consistently be known as a top college town in the country. Wonderful environment, lots of things for our students to do, but definitely that school spirit is what takes over as being in a college town as well. Academics, we offer over 300 different degree programs for our students. Some of the most popular and known programs for us are definitely going to be journalism. We are the original school of journalism in the world, and we are consistently a top ranked program. So excellent preparation for our students, excellent job placement for them. We do have our own NBC affiliate studios as part of our program. So students love those opportunities both behind the camera and in front of the camera as well. Some other large majors for us will be nationally recognized programs in business and engineering, definitely the healthcare fields. We do have our own hospital system right on our campus. And then for students looking to continue in the professional realm, we do have our own law school, med school, and veterinary medicine school as well. Plenty of ways to stay involved with over 600 student organizations. Division I sports, we are part of the SEC. And so definitely a lot of energy that comes with that athletics environment as well. Application itself, we do accept the common application and have our own application. Goes live every year, August 1st, and we use rolling admissions. We do offer test optional for students as well. We just need some additional writing samples if you choose to apply without just those test scores. Automatic scholarships, competitive scholarships, in an honors program to apply for. And that residency piece means once you live in the state of Missouri for 12 months, you have the opportunity to be locked in at in-state costs. So that will save our students over $18,000 a year. Please let me know if you have any questions. I know that's a short and sweet version, and I'll be sure to share some contact info in the chat too. Thank you so much, and I'll hand it over to Ben.
Thanks for your presentation, Jennifer. My name is Ben. I'm an admissions counselor at William Jessup University, and I'm going to share my screen with you to show you a quick video.
Founded in 1939, William Jessup University is the first and only WASC-accredited private four-year Christian university to have its main campus located in the greater Sacramento area, just 25 miles northeast of Sacramento. Jessup's Rockland campus features state-of-the-art classrooms, on-campus housing, and award-winning dining services. The university offers degrees in over 60 academic programs for undergraduate, graduate, and certificate studies. Many of Jessup's programs focus on serving adult learners with flexible course offerings in undergraduate and graduate studies at its campuses in Rockland and San Jose. With diverse course offerings covering business, the sciences, theology, the arts, and more, Jessup's programs are designed to see every student equipped and transformed into the leader they are called to be.
So William Jessup is a Christ-centered university. This is kind of a little overview of it. You can see that. So it's very modern, very updated. So it's been a crazy couple years and exhausting. And Jessup just wants you to unpause your future by considering us and use us as your launch pad into the workforce. First of all, our campus is pretty amazing. I went there myself and I can vouch for this. This little area is called The Point. This is where a lot of students will kind of flock in the late afternoon and just kind of watch the sunset and just kind of hang out. It's a very community-based campus. We have a barbecue pit and a fire pit there. So we do host some events as well. So just kind of bringing the community together. So William Jessup is about 1,200 students. So it's very small, and you kind of get to make those one-on-one connections with your teachers and the students around you. We have 3 different living areas. We have the freshman dorms, the sophomore dorms, and then you kind of move up in a progression system to the apartments. So those are for juniors and seniors, kind of prepares them for adult living. We have a 4.3-star restaurant, so 3 meals a day for students who live on campus, and it's included with room and board. It's a pretty awesome deal. They keep it fresh. It's pretty much new every day, and we also have a static menu. So there's 3 things that Jessup is all about. Community is the number one. Like I said, small campus brings everybody together. We host different events to kind of keep this going, this tight community. It's also very affordable. 99% of our students actually receive some sort of financial aid. Just going to a church that we're partnered with, we have over 120 can get you a scholarship ranging from $2,000 to $13,000, depending on what kind of deal we have with them. It's also, there's a lot of opportunity here. With every class, we incorporate an internship, and we're partnered with Intel, Oracle, Skywalker Ranch, which is like Lucasfilms, or Star Wars, Marvel, all of that stuff. So plenty of opportunity and career help. Your teachers are one of your biggest resources. So it's an awesome place to be. If you have any more questions for me, I went there myself. I can kind of share my story as well. Go ahead and you can scan that if you want. Give me a few seconds for that. I will also link my information into the chat. But with that, I will go ahead and pass it off to the next person.
All right, well, hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Leslie Escobedo, pronouns she, her, hers, and I'm one of the freshman admission counselors here at UCSB. And I hope that all of you are able to absorb all this information, because there are a lot of things that make UCSB unique in comparison to the rest of the UC campuses or other campuses out there that you're planning on applying to. Oh, my lighting looks really bad right now. Sorry about that. I do also want to mention that I'm a first-generation college graduate of the UC system. So not that many years ago, I also applied to the UC campus, and I'll be providing my email to you all at the end of the presentation if you ever want to reach out for additional resources or information about the UC admissions process. But one of the things that makes UCSB unique is our location. So we are located right next to the ocean, as you can see on that image by Campus Point. We are also the largest four-year public institution within 60 miles. This means that there aren't many colleges or universities around us, which translates to less competition for our students. Whether it's, for example, getting involved through student teaching, through our local schools, shadowing our doctors throughout the hospitals in the area, just know that our students are getting that top priority in terms of getting involved in these different experiences, because our students are pretty much the main competitors out there. And in addition to that, here at UCSB, we are considered a mid-sized campus. We have a total student population of around 26,000 students, and out of those 26,000, 23,000 are considered undergraduates, meaning that we're emphasizing more on the undergraduate experience. A lot of times, many universities that have a larger graduate population focus on reserving certain opportunities only for the graduate students, but here at UCSB, we have available for our undergrads, which includes but isn't limited to research, internships, and jobs on campus. In addition to that, UC Santa Barbara recently moved up rankings, and we are considered 5th in the nation for public university, according to the U.S. News and World Report. So it's really awesome knowing that you're going to get a quality education when you come and attend UCSB. Most of our professors here on campus are nationally recognized, some that are even internationally recognized. Many of our professors have won awards, have published research journals, papers, novels, you name it. As a matter of fact, 6 current professors here on campus have won Nobel Prizes in a variety of different fields. But apart from academics, UCSB also stands out in other ways. We actually rank #1 for happiest college students at a public university in the state of California, according to the Princeton Review. So this is an actual ranking that we received, not something that I'm making up to impress all of you. And it's really awesome knowing that our students are finding that well balance between academics and thriving socially, getting involved in different events and activities. We also offer tons of support services and resources for our students that might, for example, also identify as first generation, that might have a certain cultural identity to them, or whatnot. If let's say you have a learning or physical disability, Just know there are tons of resources to help guide you during your next 4 years here at UCSB. When we talk about academics here, we offer over 90 different majors, and there are a lot of different options you have in terms of choosing your major choice for the application or even applying as undeclared. We do use 3 different colleges, and each college is going to look very different from one another. For example, our College of Letters and Science does not admit by major, and this is where you're going to find most of those majors. So it's also knowing that you have that equal chance of getting admitted just by your major choice. For the College of Engineering, it's actually considered the smallest engineering college within the UC system. Most of our departments, professors, and the programs in engineering are highly ranked, but having that small community for engineering students really serves as an advantage because that average student to faculty ratio in engineering is 10-to-1, meaning that your classes are very tiny, you're getting more attention and support from your professors, and many more opportunities in the process to excel. Our College of Creative Studies is defined by research. So when students get admitted into that college, they are going to be creating something new, whether it's, for example, publishing a novel or a music piece, or conducting research in STEM, in their STEM field. They're able to do so with the guidance of a professor who serves as a mentor for the next 4 years. Outside of academics, we have such a strong community here at UCSB, and most of that comes down to the fact that we are a residential campus. So in a typical non-COVID year, about 80% of our students live on campus or within a mile of the university. So everything is walking distance. We are a huge biking school. We have over 7 miles of bike lanes. So it's very easy to travel around the area and get to know the community of Santa Barbara, as well as UCSB. Other ways that our students are able to maximize their undergraduate students is by getting involved, and we offer tons of ways. So this is just a snippet of what we have to offer. For example, we have over 600 clubs that focus on academic or professional development, enhancing your leadership skills, maybe focusing on giving back to the community on a specific identity you have, or a random quirk or hobby you picked up. We also have various levels of athletics, including our 19 Division I NCAA teams. We also have club sports for students to still represent UCSB and compete with other schools, but it is less time intensive in comparison to the intercollegiate teams. We also have intramural sports for students that do not need to have any experience for a specific sport and still be able to play with other students on campus and much more. And I do want to provide you all this list of different resources, whether it be on discovering more majors that we offer here at UCSB and learning more about financial aid options. You can also visit the UC website for the application since it has already opened and it is due by November 30th of every year. And I will also leave you with my email. So if you have any further questions, I'm your contact person. You can just send me an email, whether it be on questions you have about UCSB or the application. Again, it's on the screen. And I do recommend checking out our admissions website. We have lots of information, including offering virtual webinars talking more in depth on the application and the personal insight questions. So with that being said, I'll pass it on to Amy. Sophie.
All right, hello. I will try and make it short and sweet for you. So my name is Amy Kells. I am an admissions counselor at Laguna College of Art and Design. I am also an LCAT alumni and an artist myself. So essentially my job is to help you walk you through the application process, help you maximize your chances of getting accepted, and also maximize your chances of getting the highest scholarship possible. It's why I went to LCAD myself. LCAD is a very small school, about 700 undergraduates total, fully accredited, private, nonprofit visual art college, world class. And comparing to other art colleges in Southern California, it's dramatically more affordable. So definitely take an opportunity to sign up for more information. I'm the admissions counselor that would be assigned to all the students from your area. So you can reach out to me for questions, portfolio reviews. I'd love to see your artwork. And I'll play a short little video for us. It's only 2 minutes, I promise. So a little bit about LCAD. We are located in the city of Laguna Beach in Orange County, so not too far away, but it is a fantastic place to be an artist. Whether you want to pursue fine art or if you want to go into commercial arts, we have access to such a creative economy here in the greater Orange County and Los Angeles, San Diego area. You can really get to a lot of different places. And also the city of Laguna Beach is well known for art tourism. You get access to high-end clientele. There's over 150 galleries in the city of Laguna Beach, not to mention beautiful landscapes. So if you like painting outside as much as I do, definitely check out LCAD. It's also free to apply. So you really don't know like how much it's going to cost you to go to LCAD until after you apply. Every student is automatically considered for merit scholarship at the time of admission. So it can cover a big chunk off of tuition and doesn't hurt to go forward and try it out. We work on a rolling admissions policy as well, so you can apply throughout the year. You can take your application at your own pace. We do require official high school and any college transcripts, a portfolio, and a short essay. The portfolio is the most important part, but good news, that's what I'm here for. About 90% of my job is giving portfolio reviews and providing resources. So if you want books, tutorials, and other things that can help you maximize your chances of getting into one of these programs, I am a resource for you. I'm going to go ahead and paste my info as well in the chat. And I understand we are getting toward the end of our time, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip the rest of the video. I'm sure you understand what this slide means. These are logos of companies that hire our LCAT alumni, so that's right, not every artist is a starving one. And our admissions email here, admissions@lcad.edu. That's a good place to go if you don't know where to start. You can get assigned an admissions counselor. Chances are it'll be me. And you can also scan this QR code here and it'll take you to our virtual table where you can request our portfolio review, request a virtual tour, download our materials. And that is about time. So I will go ahead and paste follow-up info and a link to that virtual table in the chat. Thank you.
All right, students, thank you so much for attending session 3. You have one more session that starts at 7:30. It is 7:28, so we're actually doing pretty good. It's the first time we finished 2 minutes before the session ends. So if you have any quick questions before the next session starts, please go ahead and unmute yourself and ask.
Oh, I should have gone longer. I thought it was 7:25.
Or students, of course, you can go ahead and jump on to your next session with another group of universities that is waiting and willing to present to you. But again, any questions before the next session starts? All right, great. Well, I will assume that those of you that are in this group right now have joined for the 4th and final session of the night that is scheduled to start at 7:30. It is now 7:29. So I'll go ahead and get started with a quick introduction. My name is Darius Riggins. I am the Director of University Outreach at California State University, Bakersfield. It is now 7:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with my presentation. So let me do a share screen real fast with you. All right, so California State University, Bakersfield. Here is CSUB at a glance for you. You see our popular majors there. You see that 90% of our students are on some form of financial aid. Very important for you to take full advantage of the educational opportunities that you have to finance your education. We do have a satellite campus that's in the Antelope Valley area. So that's in the area of Palmdale and Lancaster. And you can go to that campus. However, that campus is reserved for transfer students. So if you go to a community college first, right out of high school, you can then transfer to the Antelope Valley campus and complete about, I believe, 7 or 8 different baccalaureate degree programs that are offered there. You see our popular majors there listed there. Nursing has the asterisk there because it is the only impacted program that we have. So outside of nursing, whatever major you put down on your application, that is the major that you will be when you come to the institution. We have over 30 baccalaureate degree programs, over 15 master's degree programs, credentials, as well as a doctorate degree. Our motto, Runners on the Rise. We are a Division I athletic program. Our colors are blue and gold. Our mascot is Rowdy the Road Runner. We're located in the San Joaquin Valley, and a lot of people, you know, I think they miss out on a good opportunity because of assumptions they make about the city of Bakersfield. Let me tell you that Bakersfield is just like any other major city in California. The only thing that we don't have is a beach, but anything else you want out of a city, Bakersfield has. So we have plenty of opportunities and plenty of things to do in the city. and on the campus. Wanted to make sure I also make mention to you our admission requirements, because some things have changed, and I want to make clear to you what exactly does it take for you to be admitted into the university. So here are our admission requirements. You must be a high school graduate, of course. You got to complete those A through G courses that I'm sure you're familiar with. And then all you need is a 2.5 GPA in those A through G courses for your 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year. So that is it. Notice that we are no longer requiring the use of SAT or ACT scores in order to admit you. I am not saying not to take those tests. You can take those tests and submit those scores, but those scores will not be used to determine whether or not you are admitted to the university. All right, so if you're sitting there saying, yes, I'm going to graduate high school, that you're going to finish the A through Gs, your GPA even right now might be better than a 2.5. If you apply to Cal State Bakersfield, you will get a letter of admission. So one of the things you want to make sure you do when you're applying to schools right now, apply to all the schools, like all the schools right here in this group. Apply to us. We want your application. But not only apply to schools that you think you want to go to, apply to schools that you know you're going to get admitted into. And CSUB represents that type of university for you. All right, that's my time. I'm going to do a stop share and allow my colleagues to continue on with their presentations. I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, Andrew, that I just met tonight out in Hawaii.
Thank you, Darius. Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Ancheta. I am an admissions counselor with Chaminade University of Honolulu. And today I'll be sharing just a quick presentation with you to share why Chaminade might be the next home for you. Chaminade is located in the beautiful state of Hawaii in the island of Oahu, where the state capital of Honolulu is located. We're located in the small neighborhood of Kaimuki, and Kaimuki has a lot of great local restaurants, different types of food, different types of people, and different types of culture. So students who are interested in experiencing all types of people and all types of food, I always say they find a home at Chaminade, but also they find a home locally in Kaimuki. We are located just a few minutes away from the beautiful, famous beach of Waikiki, and it's not uncommon for students to be coming to and from the beach in between classes. So that's always fun to see students enjoying the beach in between courses. We are a very small Catholic private institution. You don't have to be Catholic to attend our school, but some students do identify as Catholic, as you can see there. We have roughly 1,000 undergraduate students. Our student to faculty ratio is 11:1, and our average class size is only 17 students. So it builds for a very personal, interpersonal relationship building and overall very small private educational experience. So if you're looking for that small private school experience or just a very tight-knit community experience, then Chaminade is definitely a home for you. Here's a list of our undergraduate programs and our majors. Some of our most popular majors include nursing, forensic sciences, data science, criminology and criminal justice, as well as business administration. So we have a wide variety of different majors that we offer. 97% of our students receive some form of financial aid, and on average $15,000 in scholarships and grants. So we do offer a lot of opportunities for our students to have access to this type of education. Our application is fairly straightforward. You can find us through the Common App or through our institutional application found on our website. For attending tonight's presentation, I'll be able to waive your application fee if you register through the link that I'll provide in the chat after my presentation. We're a test optional university, so you don't have to submit your test scores if you choose not to. And we are a rolling admission university, meaning you can submit your application at any time. We don't have any set hard deadlines. If you have any questions for me after this presentation that you think of later, feel free to contact me via email or through my office number. I'm also a graduate of Chaminade University, so I love sharing my story, and I love to share why Chaminade was a home for me and why it could be a home for you. So for now, I'll pass it on to my colleague over in Missouri.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Appreciate it. And hello, everyone again. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. So I'll jump in and share a few quick things about University of Missouri. So again, my name is Jennifer with University of Missouri, also known as Mizzou. We are a large public university located in Columbia, Missouri, so right in between the cities of St. Louis and Kansas City. About 30,000 students on our campus, so that makes about 23,000 of those undergrad, and then we do have about 7,000 graduate and professional students on our campus as well. We see our students coming to us from every state in over 120 different countries as well. And then we are proud to be known as both a land grant and AAU institution. The short and sweet definition of that is that we focus on top level education for you, but also with a strong emphasis as a land grant institution of focusing on affordability as well. AAU, we are known as a top research institution, so that's a wonderful benefit for not just our graduate students, but our undergrads as well. Columbia itself, downtown area is right next to our campus, so easy access for our students to check out their favorite coffee shops and hangouts. We are very lucky to consistently be known as one of the top college towns in the country, so you definitely feel that energy in our campus as well. As far as academics, over 300 different degree programs to choose from. Some of the most popular will be journalism. We are the first college of journalism in the world, and our program is traditionally top ranked as well. And we do have our own NBC affiliate studios as part of our campus too. We also have very well-known and nationally ranked and recognized programs in business and engineering, the healthcare fields. We do have our own MU healthcare system on campus with hospitals and clinics. And then we are also known for having a law school, vet school, and med school on our campus as well. Certainly a lot of ways to stay involved with those clubs and organizations. And then we do offer Division I sports, and we are part of the SEC conference as well. Application process for us, we go live with that August 1st every year. We have our own application, and we are also members of the Common Application. You can apply with test scores, but we do offer test optional for students as well. If you do apply test optional, we just need to have some required writing samples as well along with that. When students apply for admission, they are automatically considered for some scholarships, but then we do have additional competitive scholarships, and then also a phenomenal honors college program for our students as well. And then the final piece along with that, we do have a residency program that is very well known, unique program in the country where after students live in the state of Missouri for 12 months, they can then qualify to pay in-state tuition the rest of their time at Mizzou, which will drop your price by over $18,000 a year as well. So happy to answer any additional questions. I'll make sure that I drop some contact info in the chat. And for now, I will hand it over to Ben.
Thank you, Jennifer, for your presentation. My name is Ben. I'm an admissions counselor for William Jessup University, and I'm going to go ahead and share a quick video for you guys.
Founded in 1939, William Jessup University is the first and only WASC-accredited, private, four-year Christian university to have its main campus located in the greater Sacramento area, just 25 miles northeast of Sacramento. Jessup's Rockland campus features state-of-the-art classrooms, on-campus housing, and award-winning dining services. The university offers degrees in over 60 academic programs for undergraduate, graduate, and certificate studies. Many of Jessup's programs focus on serving adult learners with flexible course offerings in undergraduate and graduate studies at its campuses in Rockland and San Jose. With diverse course offerings covering business, the sciences, theology, the arts, and more, Jessup's programs are designed to see every student equipped and transformed into the leader they are called to be.
So William Jessup, we're a Christ-centered university, and here's a little fun overview of the campus. You can see it's a modern, more updated campus. Go ahead and share my presentation with you guys too. So it's been a crazy and exhausting few years, and Jessup wants to help you unpause your future by considering Jessup as your launch pad into the workforce. So our campus is pretty amazing, and having graduated there for myself, I can tell you all the great things about it. It's very modern, updated. This right here is called The Point, and this is where a lot of students will flock in the late afternoon to kind of watch the sunset and just kind of hang out. It's very community-based campus, and it even has a barbecue pit and fire pit, so You'll have some different events there as well, just kind of bringing everybody together. So we have about 1,200 students. We're a very small campus. You kind of get to make that student to teacher relationship, and your teacher can be one of your best resources for finding a career. We also have career help. We have 3 different areas of living. So we have the freshman dorms, sophomore dorms, and then junior and senior apartments. So it's kind of a progression system. So you move up into apartment living to kind of prepare you for that life. We have a 4.3 star restaurant. It's a weird number, but it's it's what we got. You get 3 meals a day if you live on campus. In apartments, we do have a kitchen, so it does become optional for that with room and board. So Jessup is about community, affordability, and opportunity. With the community being a smaller school, you kind of get the one-on-one connections with students, teachers. We have different events you can attend, and it's just an awesome experience being able to have that in a college. We are also very affordable. So 99% of our students receive some sort of financial aid or institutional aid as well. A lot of colleges can't really say that, but it's an awesome statistic. You can get church partnerships just for going to a church. It can be $2,000 to $13,000. For joining the music and visual arts programs, there's also scholarship opportunities there. Also athletics. We are a very competitive NAIA GSAC Division I league. We play Vanguard, Masters, Westmont, Hope. There's also a lot of opportunity for careers. 95% of our students that graduate receive a full-time career within their field of study in 6 months. For myself, I received so many different job opportunities right off the bat. We also have awesome internships, including Intel, Oracle, Skywalker Ranch, which is like Star Wars, Marvel, all that stuff. But yeah, if you are interested in any of this, please let me know. I have this QR code right here for you. If you wanted to take a picture of that real quick, I'll also put my information. And let me know if you're interested, because I can waive that $60 fee to apply. So with that, I will stop sharing my screen and let the next person present from Santa Barbara.
Oops. Oh, okay, awesome. All right, so hello everyone, good evening. My name is Leslie Coelho, pronouns she, her, hers, and I'm one of the freshman admission counselors here at UC Santa Barbara. So I'm going to be covering quite a bit of information, but condensing it for just a few minutes. And when it comes to the University of California system, there are 9 different campuses, and UCSB is one of them. Just like all siblings, we all differ from one another. And UC Santa Barbara stands out for 3 different reasons: location, academics, as well as community and student life. When it comes to our location, we are considered the top, the number 1 public university within 60 miles, which means that there aren't many colleges and universities around us. That translates to less competition for our students. So that's really also knowing that you have a lot of opportunities to get that experience that's going to help you later on, wherever you go off to, whether it's entering the job market or going off to graduate school, because our community heavily relies and recruits our students constantly to get involved in really big organizations around the area. But in addition to that, here at UCSB, we are considered a mid-sized campus with a total student population around 26,000 students. Out of those 26,000, 23,000 are considered undergraduates, meaning that we're focusing heavily on that undergraduate opportunity, on those that experience, because we want to make sure that we're providing all these opportunities for our students. And that includes, but isn't limited to, research, internships, and jobs on campus. As a matter of fact, because of where we're located, many of our students are able to, again, get all that experience and make the most out of the undergraduate experience to really get those tools to prepare them for success. As a matter of fact, we recently moved up in rankings, so we are ranked number 5 in the US for public university, according to the US News and World Report. So that's really awesome, knowing that you're going to get a quality education when you come and attend UC Santa Barbara. Most of our professors here on campus are nationally recognized. They have published research journals, papers, they've published novels, and much more. As a matter of fact, 6 current professors here on campus have won Nobel Prizes in a variety of different fields. But outside of academics, here at UCSB, we also have that well balanced within our students thriving outside of the classroom, finding their community. As a matter of fact, UC Santa Barbara is ranked number 1 for happiest college students at a public school in the state of California, according to the Princeton Review. So it's really awesome knowing that, again, our students are thriving in every type of avenue here at UCSB. We offer tons of support, services, and resources on campus. Regardless of how you may identify, just know that you can always receive academic advising, mentorship opportunities with our professors in various ways. And so I do want to start diving into academics. Here at UCSB, we offer over 90 different majors. So you do have a lot of options in terms of choosing your major choice on the application, or if let's say you want to apply as undeclared, so that is available not just here at UCSB, but for all 9 campuses. We use a three college system. So first up is our College of Letters and Science. Our College of Letters and Science is the largest college here on campus, offering 80 different majors, spanning from STEM to the arts and humanities, including the undeclared option. And one thing that I always love mentioning about the College of Letters and Science in specific is that we do not admit by major. So your major choice will not play a factor for the admissions process. But for the other colleges, it's going to look very different. For engineering, for you all to know, our College of Engineering is considered the smallest college of engineering within the UC system. So although we are small, we're pretty mighty. Our departments, our professors, and those programs are highly ranked. As a matter of fact, we actually have 3 Nobel Prize-winning faculty members in that college in specific. Even though we have a small engineering college, we do have a very tiny community for engineering students, especially due to the fact that we have a student to faculty ratio of 10:1, meaning that your classes are very tiny, you're receiving more attention and support from your professors, not just for your last few years, but for your entire undergraduate career. You're getting the opportunity to network with them and to get more experiences or even job offers. If let's say you are interested in getting to know your professors that have really great connections with companies around the area, such as Raytheon, and much more. For the College of Creative Studies, what defines these programs, since they might look very similar to those offered in the College of Letters and Science, is that research component. When students are admitted into the College of Creative Studies, they are paired with another professor, and alongside with that professor, our students are creating new things. And those majors, again, are pretty diverse, ranging from art to computing to writing literature to music composition and much more. So these programs will be more accelerated and geared towards students that are independent in their studies and that know that they want to create something new. As a matter of fact, one of our alumni from the College of Creative Studies actually won a Nobel Prize. So if let's say you want to be the next Nobel Prize winner, the College of Creative Studies is a great way to go. Outside of academics, here at UCSB, as I mentioned, we have such a strong community. Many of our students are usually choose UCSB because of how welcoming we are. And most of this comes down to the fact that we are considered a residential campus. So in a typical non-COVID year, about 80% of our students live on campus or within a mile. So everything is walking distance. As a matter of fact, we are a huge biking school and you don't have to know how to bike since there are other methods of transportation, but it's so easy to get around the area, whether it's, for example, going to Isla Vista and catching the sunset by the beach with your friends, or going to the downtown Santa Barbara area with your family when they come visit, or perhaps catching a concert at the Santa Barbara Bowl. Just know that there's so much out there for you to explore and to really get familiar with the area, since again, everything is super close by. And the way that our students are able to really define their undergraduate experience is by getting involved. And these are just small ways that our students are able to do so. For example, we have over 600 clubs here on campus, each with its own focus, whether it be on academics or professional development, enhancing your leadership skills, or maybe focused on that random work or hobby you picked up. We also have various levels of athletics, including our 19 Division I NCAA teams for both men and women. We also have club sports for students that still want to compete and represent UCSB, but it is less time intensive in comparison to the intercollegiate sports. Intramurals is also another great way to go if you just want to have more of that friendly competition, play with other students on campus, and much more. And so these are small points about UCSB. We have a lot more opportunities, a lot more amazing things that really make UCSB unique and make us a top choice for many of our students. But I do recommend checking out these links on the screen listed. You can take a screenshot, but you can find most of these on our UCSB admissions website. And if you are applying this current fall cycle, the application link is up on the screen, and the deadline for the application is November 30th. So you have that entire month of November to submit your application. And lastly, I will leave you all with my email, which you can use to contact me, ask me any questions, or simply ask for any advice. I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm also a first-generation college graduate of the UC system. So I graduated from the UCs back in 2019, not that many years ago. So I know what it's like to apply to the UCs and maybe not feel as confident or sure about what certain parts of the application may mean. So again, you can always reach out if you have any other questions. But with that being said, I'll pass it on to.
All right, hello, my name's Amy Kells. I'm an admissions counselor at Laguna College of Art and Design. I'm going to send a little block of text with my contact information and a link in the chat right now. And I will start sharing my screen with you. Here we go. So Laguna College of Art and Design, small, private, visual art college. We are fully accredited and we offer 4-year Bachelor of Fine Art degrees. Small school, about 700 undergraduates total. About 80% of our faculty are currently working in the industry that they are teaching. So they bring with them their understanding of current industry practices, as well as their professional network of connections, which for creative careers, very valuable. This page right here, if you want to take a quick scan or take a screenshot, this leads to the virtual table. That's a place where you can sign up for more information. It's the best way to keep in touch. Also, we'll be able to send you one of our view books, which is full of artwork. So free art book, yay. And I'm going to play a short video for you. I'll turn the volume down and tell you a little bit more about our majors as we go. So we offer a variety of BFA programs, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and we have animation, experimental animation, graphic design and digital media, game art, entertainment design, illustration, and drawing and painting. So whether you want to do studio work design, illustration, fine art, or anywhere in between, LCAD is a great school to add to your list. Also, we are much more affordable than other colleges of our category, especially when comparing to other private art schools here in Southern California. There's only a couple, and LCAD has, by design, specifically kept our tuition as low as possible to increase the quality of student that we can accept. So that's the reason why I went to LCAD, is because it was, well, first of all, a beautiful place to be an artist. Laguna Beach is incredible, but also because it was a smart financial choice for me. So looking at employment rates, financial aid, all of that, it just made a ton of sense. And also a big reason why I do what I do now. As an admissions counselor, it's essentially my job to help walk you through the application process and also to assist in your portfolio development. So if you want recommendations for tutorials, art books, examples for different portfolios, by all means, come to me. That's what LCAD pays me to do, is to help you. And every student is automatically evaluated for merit scholarship at the time of admission. Your portfolio is the #1 thing that we look at to determine your admission and also your merit scholarship. So GPA is a second factor for us, and we do not require test scores. We don't even look at them, never have. Not necessarily the best indicator of success in a creative career. LCAD is a very unique place, and the city of Laguna Beach makes for a fantastic lifestyle. If you like to paint outside as much as I do, then it might be the place for you. We also offer minors in a variety of the majors, as well as in art history, sculpture. And I'm sure you understand what this slide means. These are logos of companies that have hired our alumni, everywhere from animation studios, major design firms, and you name it. There's really everything on the list. So it's kind of a misconception. Like, yes, artists do get jobs. And because you have such a specialized skill set that's marketable to industry, it actually makes for really, really good career outcomes. So if you're somebody who's really creative, you're just not quite sure yet, like, make a meeting with me. We can talk about various pathways. Our application process, pretty straightforward. You can apply on our website. We have our own application system. So you just fill out a form and you open an account. You can log in and out as needed. We work on rolling applications. So there's no, hard deadlines. You get pretty much a whole year to finish things up. We require your official transcripts, of course, short essay. It's really more of a glorified paragraph, and a portfolio. Portfolio is by far the #1 factor that we use to determine admission. So sign up for a portfolio review. You can have as many as you want, and they can be through Zoom. So you don't even have to go in to get one. I want to see your artwork. Our rolling admissions policy, very forgiving. We do have an early action date. So if you want to be on an ideal timeline to get your decision right away, I suggest, adding December 1st to your calendar, have your materials in by then, and you can find out within like a week. Since we do rolling admissions, it's a pretty quick turnaround as far as when you submit everything and when you hear back from us. And last but not least, my contact information. And again, that QR code that leads to our virtual table where you can download our brochures, or you can even request an appointment with me. I'm the admissions counselor that's assigned to cover all of the applicants from your area. I'm also an LCAD alumni from our illustration BFA program and a current fine artist, in addition to the work I do for the college. So I would love to see your artwork. And that's about it. Thank you.
All right, students, so that is the end of the session. However, I'm sure all the representatives here will still hang on the call if you want to ask any questions. So please ask away. Just unmute yourself and ask, or you can throw it in the chat. We have a thank you from Jason. Thank you, Jason, for being here. Make sure you apply to all of us.
You're welcome, Jason.
You're welcome,
You're
Calvin.
welcome, Calvin. I hope everybody has a good night. Thanks for joining us. And thank you to my co-hosts. You've been so accommodating. I appreciate you all.
Yeah, this was a challenging format as far as the timeline was concerned. It went by very, very quick for all of us.
It was.
Yeah, I realized a little too late that there weren't different sessions. There was like, I thought that I was in the third session that started at 7. So I apologize for coming in a little bit late, and thank you for adjusting to accommodate me. I appreciate you very much.
Yeah, we all were confused coming in. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been confused all year, so you know.
Well, I think that's it, y'all. I don't think we have any instructions to go back to any particular session or whatever, but nice meeting all of you. Hopefully we'll get back to an in-person environment, and we'll be able to give each other a handshake and a hug and
Yeah.
and get back to normal here around our United States. So but good evening to you. Nice to meet all of you. I'm gonna sign off because I'm tired. I'm going home to bed.
Me too. Yeah. All right.
Too.
Already
Me too.
too.
Have a good one, everybody.
We all
Bye-bye.
are.
Have a good
Thank
night,
you,
guys.
guys.